everyone, it's me, James. I'd like to welcome you to another episode of the Philly Sports Event. I'm back out in front of the Lincoln Financial Field where the Philadelphia Eagles plays, and thank God it's football season again because the tailgate parties are back and the game watch parties are back. And that's what I like, and that's what all the Philly sports fans likes. The tailgate parties are the best. And we just had our first real home game here in Philadelphia, and the tailgate party was out of control and off the hook. So first, some of the sports news. There are a lot of talks about the Sixers want to move their arena to New Jersey, to Camden, New Jersey. They wanted to build their new arena near Chinatown in Center City, where the old Gallery Mall was. But the proposal, it's heavily rejected by the Philadelphia's Chinatown community. Even though the Philadelphia's mayor is backing the plan of have the Sixers new arena built near Chinatown. But I just really don't know about either Chinatown or Camden, New Jersey. I think the best thing for Sixers to do is just stays at the Wells Fargo Center in the sports complex, because there's a reason for the sports complex to be here. This is where all the stadium and the ballpark and the basketball and hockey arenas are at. And this is where all the concerts takes place, because this is away from the city and there are parkings here. The problem with build arena in Center City is that there is no parking. Even right now, when I go Chinatown, it's hard for me to find a parking spot. And even though if I do find a parking spot, it is really expensive. It's like $2.50 for an hour to park. And in the Center City area, they do have a good transportation system. There are subways that run through underground of the old Gallery Mall to bring people there to the mall, back in the days. So the subway system is there and it can bring people to the basketball game. Just say if the Sixers build their new arena where the Gallery Mall was. So they can get people there by public transportation. But in Camden, it's a whole different story. In Camden, where they proposed, or the Camden City proposed to Sixers, the site to build the new basketball arena, it is at where the Cooper Point Park is right now. And before the park, that was a state prison there. And it's in North Camden. And that whole area is lack of any kind of transportation. For the concert hall, now it's called the Freedom Mortgage Pavilion. It's a concert hall. It's where they do concert. Even though the name has changed many, many times, just like the Wells Fargo Center, because those corporations that owns the place are money hungry. Not only they're selling the space to occupy, for the productions that put together concert, to sell tickets, to occupy the space. Not only they rent the space, and then they want the naming rights. So that's why the name changes all the time, because whichever corporation or company pays them for the naming rights, and then they'll put their name on it. I remember back in the days, it used to call the Sony Blockbuster Center. And And since then, the name has changed many times, but the place has been there for a long time. And then later on, the River Line, the New Jersey Transit River Line was built. And the River Line's last stop, it's right in front of the now Freedom Mortgage Pavilion. And the purpose of that is so you can park in Pennsauken at the park and ride stations. They have big parking lot there. You can park there for free and then take the River Line to the Freedom Pavilion for concert and events. So it is convenient, but there are no trains or buses goes to that part of North Camden, right by the river, uh, near the bottom of Ben Franklin Bridge on the New Jersey side. And here at the Philly Sports Complex, like Patterson Avenue and Broad Street, they're very, very wide roads with like about 3-4 lanes on each side. So before and after the event, the traffic can evacuate. But they're in Camden, the roads are narrow. Those are roads are for the neighborhoods. And also all those row homes in Camden, lots of them are abandoned. Like every other one is boarded up and abandoned. So who the hell want to go there for a basketball game anyways? Even if they build a nice arena at the riverfront and it's beautiful there, but the surrounding area, you still have to drive through there, and there's no parking there anyway. Even for the Freedom Mortgage Pavilion, it's a pain in the ass to get over there because there is no parking, and they are actually using the lot that's near the Cooper Point Park where New Jersey proposed to have the Sixers' new arena built. They're actually using that lot for parking for Freedom Mortgage Pavilion. So either way in Center City or Camden, New Jersey, I don't think it's going to work out. So the best thing for Sixers to do is probably just stay here at the Wells Fargo Center in the Philly Sports Complex. That's my take on that. And it's really crazy because I have been winning all my bets on the FanDuel sports bet. What happened was at the beginning of the football season, they had promotions. Like I would get a token for 100% profit boost. So I bet on that game, and then for each one of the following game, like Thursday night, and then the Eagles' first game was Friday night in Brazil, and then Sunday's game, and then Monday Night Football. For each one of the game, they had 100% profit boost for different types of bet. Sometimes it requires you to do a pregame bet. Sometimes it's a live action bet. Sometimes it's a win only straight bet. So I just follow the guideline, and I have been placing some. The maximum for those bets are $10. So I placed a few $10 bets here and there, and I have been winning every one of them. And the problem with sports betting is I talk to a lot of people because sports betting it's legal in most of the states in the United States now. So everybody's betting on sports, and I have been talking to a lot of people about sports betting, and the problem that I'm having is I have noticed for some reason when I play small bets like $5, $10 bets, you know, I wouldn't place a big bet anyway. You know, the smaller bets, less risk, and I can win. But then one day I decide to put $50 or $100 down on a bet, and then I lose. So, it's gambling. It is really hard, but I was just amazed that I have been winning with the FanDuel's promotions. And this is funny. The fake ads for the Eagles, Philadelphia Eagles, endorsed Kamala Harris. Uh, posters. So there are those posters, artwork, whatever you call it, by the artist named Winston Singh, appeared on the Philadelphia's uh, SAPTA bus stops. And it has the artist drawing of Kamala Harris in the Eagles helmet and the Eagles jersey. And on the bottom, it says the Philadelphia Eagles endorse Kamala. And looks like a legitimate ad at the bus stop. But turns out to be it's fake. Because the Philadelphia Eagles said they never put out those ads or to endorse Kamala or anyone for the upcoming presidential election. And Winston Thing, he is an artist and do a lot of drawings for the similar ads like this, you know, that you will see at the train stations or bus stops. And personally, I don't think he's a very good artist because, as you can see on the screen, this girl in the football helmet don't even look like Kamala. I don't even think the skin tone is right. So I don't think he's a very good artist, and he said that he had nothing to do with it. And I don't know how the artist even got involved with this. So it turns out to be the ads were fake. It's not put up there by SAPTA or the Department of Transportation. And it had nothing to do with its artist. So my question is, how did the ads get on the bus stop uh, board? And you know, I was thinking, right? Because the news media's not only they put out fake news and they love fake news, and that's what Donald Trump's talking about. So if in reverse, if it was Donald Trump on that ad and the ad turns out to be fake, somebody put up there, and it would become a big national news. CNN and all the national news outlet, they would be reporting it and acting like Trump and Trump supporter, it's up to something no good and there's something wrong again. But you don't really hear a lot about this. It is because it's Kamala, and and most of the fake news, national news broadcasting companies, they don't really talk about Joe Biden or Kamala, the Democrats, if they did something wrong. And they're only interested when Trump is not doing the right thing. Other than the Fox News speaks the truth. So those news outlets, they love fake news. So all the you know, like the NBC, ABC, and Fox News, and CBS, and CNN, including Fox News, they did, the Fox News channel I'm talking about, they all reported, but they only talked about it once, and then you never heard again. So it turns out that nobody knows and nobody is responsible for this ad to get onto the bus stop for Eagles to endorse Kamala on the Philadelphia bus stop. And now they're saying that somebody put those posters, somehow broke into the SAPTA's the advertisement board and broke it open and put it in there. But I don't know. I don't think that's the case because it looks legitimate. Looks like it was planned and was put in there at many bus stops. advertisement board, but only turns out it's fake. Okay, so it's just weird and really funny. And then on the other hand, with Donald Trump saying uh, the immigrants eat dogs and cats, and it's all over the TikTok. That's another thing. Is it's really funny. Now, people are doubling over Donald Trump's voice over all different kinds of music on TikTok and YouTube, and there's so many videos. You can check it out.
In Springfield, they're eating the dogs, they're eating the cats, eat the cat, eat the cat. They're eating the dogs, they're eating the cats, eat the cat, eat the cat. They're eating the cats, they're eating the dogs, eat the cat, eat the cat, eat the cat, eat the cat.
I just think that's hilarious. That eat the dogs, eat the cats, eat the dog, eat the cats, and people are doing the different dances to it. That's just really funny. But I'm sure that got Donald Trump some publicity, even though, you know, he's known for being crazy and talk about all this crazy stuff, and now it's going to benefit him. And now about the Eagles game. So the Eagles first, or the real first home game, because the first one is played in Brazil, and now the second home game is played at the Lincoln Financial Field behind me in Philadelphia. The Eagles lost the game. They screwed up again. So the same question I have remains. Is Jalen Hurts the real deal? I asked Michael Parkin at the Philadelphia, the NBC Sports Philadelphia event, at the live broadcasting event at the Xfinity Live a couple weeks ago about it. He said Jalen Hurts is absolutely the real deal.
Now we go back out to Ashley, who has another fan question.
Yep, guys, it's all eyes on Jalen Hurts, as we all know, and James is no different. So his question is all about Jalen Hurts. Go ahead, James.
That was a good intro.
All right, so last season, the first half of the season, Eagles was playing great. And the second half of the season, it was really ugly. And a lot of people start to compare Jalen Hurts to Carson Wentz. So can you guys tell me, what do you think? Is Jalen Hurts the real deal?
I think Jalen Hurts is absolutely the real deal.
But the same question remains, because the way he plays reminds me of last year and reminds me of how all those games, the second half of the season, it was all lost. I think they only won one game against the New York Giants. It was probably the second to the last one during the regular season. So Eagles could have won this game, but the players I wouldn't say they're not playing good. They still make a lot of mistakes, and Jalen Hurts still has too many turnovers and made bad decisions at times. So earlier on during the game, I think it was near the end of the first quarter, it was the third down, and Jalen had a wide open gap from the opponent's defense in front of him. He could have rushed that ball. He could have run the ball, and he will get some yardage and maybe even score a touchdown. But he did not run. So that tells me maybe the coaches and the Eagles is telling him not to risk to run the football himself if it's not necessary, to prevent Jalen get hurt from running the ball. So because later on Jalen did run the ball, and it seems like with the Philadelphia Eagles, only when they're desperate, they're down in points, and they need more points, they need to win. And then Jalen start to run the ball, and players really start to play harder. But then when they're up in the points, even if they're up like 3 points, 7 points, and then just seems to be like kind of sleepy, like they're not really doing anything with the football. So near the end of the game, of course, as usual, it's an NFL game. It always comes down to the last 2 minutes, and literally the last 2 minutes. The Eagles finally was upping score. I think Jake Elliott kicked a field goal, right? So they were up 2 points, and they could have won that football game. But in the last 2 minutes, Jalen passed the ball to Saquon Barkley, and for some strange reason, right, Saquon has been doing pretty good with the Eagles so far. For some strange reason, he dropped that ball. He couldn't catch that ball. Saquon Barkley dropped that ball. And from there on, it was just a nightmare. Because then the ball turns over to Kirk Carson, right? To the Falcons. To the Falcons. And then you're not gonna believe this, which you might already know. They advanced 70 yards in 1 minute and 5 seconds and had a touchdown. I'm talking about the Falcons. And then after that, right, because what happened was Saquon Barkley dropped that ball and it left too much time to the Falcons. If Saquon just caught that ball, and then Eagles could have, run down the clock, and that would be it. And the Eagles will have won the game. But they left too much time for the Falcons. And then it only took them 1 minute, 5 seconds to get a touchdown. And then the Eagles still had about 26 seconds to, at least get close enough for Jake Elliott to kick a 3-point field goal, right? Just to, even out the score or to win the game. I don't remember which the case it was. But then Jalen turned the ball over, from not playing good, made bad decisions. And then that's how Eagles lost the game. And so they're still making a lot of mistakes. And that shouldn't have happened. Like I always say, this is the NFL, and those are the players are professional football players. It's not college football. It's not high school football. And the players get paid big money, tens of millions of dollars to play the game. And they really have to play like a pro football player. But anyways, we'll see. We'll see the next game. And then, I would say maybe like 3-4 more games halfway through the season. We will know for sure if Jalen Hurts is the one. So now I'm going to get to the events of this week. So on Sunday, September 15th, outside of the Citizens Bank Park, where the Phillies plays, before the game, there was a event. It's the Phillies Giant Supermarket Family Day. It was the game for Phillies versus the New York Mets. And it was a good event. It was almost like one of those Phillies carnival that they do outside on that side road next to the ballpark. They had a lot of vendors out there other than the giant supermarket. First, all the way in the back, they had this this pool dunk thing. It's the guy being dunked into the pool, dressed up as a Mets fan, and sitting up there making noise and taunting the Phillies fans. So the Phillies fans can pitch the baseball, and if you hit the bullseye, and then the Mets fan will fall into the pool, into the water tank. And there were a lot of people trying, and they let the kids get really close to the target so the kids can actually hit the spot, hit the bullseye, and dunk the Mets fan into the water tank. So that was a lot of fun to watch. And then the giant supermarket, they had many different tables and stations set up there. They had one table. They were handing out lots of different free stuff. And then they had other tables that they were doing the contest, right? You can scan the QR code with your phone and enter for contest, or you can play certain games at different giant stands. And also there's one table, they were handing out free cookies. And then there's a picture taking stand where you can get a green screen photo taking. And I did a boomerang because nowadays the photo booth does a lot of different things. So I did a boomerang. It turned out pretty good, right? With the Phillies pennant. And then there was a food truck that was handing out those giant mozzarella sticks. And I tried a couple of them. It was really good. Free giant cheese stick. It's great. It was really good. You saw the cheese was stretching out. It was really good. And Tasty Cake was there, handing out those mini muffins in a pack. And Philadelphia Water Ice was there, handing out free cup of water ice. So it was a good event. A lot of people was there, Phillies fans, before they entered the ballpark for the Phillies game. So now let me show you. I got a bunch of stuff here. Temple Health, plates, giant supermarket, Temple Health, pencil pouch, giant market, sunglasses. Giant market, flashing wristband. Those are good for concerts. And the giant market is a slapping wristband. and the giant branded windmill. And this little pouch, I think there are stickers inside. Hand sanitizer, the usual free stuff that the vendors give away for promotions. So not only I got the free stuff and I took a picture and I tried the mozzarella sticks and the tasty cakes. So it was a good event. And then also the same day, I walked over to the Lincoln Financial Field right here, the Eagle Stadium, and they had a season ticket holder event. It was the event for the season ticket holder to come over here to get their hat. So what they did was they had this this black Eagles hat and has a Velcro on the top, as you can see in the video here. And then first you get a hat, and then you're getting another line to get the tape, the sticker, to stick onto the Velcro on the hat for your sitting section. And then they're getting another long line to get the picture taking with Lombardi Trophy. And I think they can also take a picture out on the football field. So it was a Eagles ticket season holder event. There were lots and lots of the season ticket holders there in the line just to get a hat. And now game day. This is where all the excitement begins. On Monday, September 16th, it's time to tailgate. Right? We have waited all winter, all summer, and now it's the time. So I went to the tailgate party at the Wells Fargo Center's parking lot. And they did things a little differently this year. They had the tailgate parties along the fence line on the Patterson side and on the Broad Street side. And then they used the parking lot for cars to park in the middle. And then between the Wells Fargo Center and Lincoln Financial Field, they had more tailgate parties there, and also behind the Wells Fargo Center, it was both parking and tailgate area. So they were using some of the parking lot for parking with no tailgate parties allowed. So usually I only go to a few, even though I ride around on my scooter, I stop everywhere. But my favorite, let's put it this way, my favorite tailgate spots are, first, this is not in any order of my favorite, but it's just, I can only do one at a time. So first is the 4th and John tailgate. 4th and John tailgate.
Let's go, baby!
Let's go, Birds! Go Birds! And now the C6 tailgate. And the Bird Gang bus tailgate.
He's gonna make you get over and say that, girls.
Go Birds!
And there's another spot that I visit, but it's on the opposite side of the Wells Fargo Center side. It's in the parking lot on the other side of the Lincoln Financial Field. Uh, that's my friend Kenny's Tailgate. I always go there and do a fireball shot with him. But I didn't go over there because it was so much going on this side of the Lincoln Financial Field where the Wells Fargo Center is. Just there was just too much going on. And also the WIP radio and Toyota tailgate zone. I stopped by there. There was not much going on yet. It was the first one for the year, and they had WIP radio was there. They had their guessing how many footballs it's in the Toyota SUV contest, and also Toyota set up the tent to give away some free stuff, and that was all of the Toyota tailgate zone so far. So I was at the 4th and John tailgate. Let me show you. When you go there, they give you a badge like this with the a number on the back. And you just wear the badge. You don't need a badge to participate in their tailgate party. But if you get there early enough, you'll get a badge so you can win something with that number. That's like a raffle. So I just sit there, and they had lots and lots of food. I have noticed usually the first tailgate party that the 4th and John do, and the first one of the year, and a lot of sponsors participate. Other than the usual Red Bull and Bud Light beer, they always have plenty of those for you to drink, but then they will have a lot more food. So this time, not only they had tomato pies by Kanshi Bakery, which is my favorite. I love those tomato pies, and then they made into a picture of the Eagles players, and those pies are amazing. They're really good. And then cheesesteak by Evan, those are always there. And they also had pulled pork tacos by Alex, and the mac and cheese and sausage by Appleton Catering. So there were a lot of food options there, right? Like the pulled pork taco was an extra because that grill is not always there, right? That's like the second grill side by side with the cheesesteak grill, and the mac and cheese and sausage. It was in the full size buffet tray, and they had plenty of it because once it's done, and then they put more out. So and I tried a little bit of everything, and I have to tell you, the mac and cheese was amazing. The sausage, I ate one and I made the other one into a sandwich, and it was great. It was great. The food was great. There was so much food there, and I only ate a little bit, So I did not try everything, and they were also making hot dogs there. So there were plenty of food there, and all the Bud Light and the Red Bull you can drink. And this time they also had a few bottles, big bottles of vodka and tequila. So, the fans can put vodka into the Red Bull, but I don't drink like that. I just, I don't even drink a lot. The most I'll have is like 1 or 2 beers, and that's it. But I saw a lot of people there was drinking vodka and Red Bull. So they had all that stuff there. Uh, Later on, they did the contest. They called a number. They draw a number to match up with your number on the back of the badge. I did not win, but this guy had a Brandon Graham 55 number 55 jersey, and just happened the prize was a Eagles necklace, right? One of those giant sized fan necklace, and it's number 55. So they give it to him because they called a couple numbers and nobody claimed the prize, so they give to him. So somebody won, and congratulations. Uh, so the 4th and John tailgate, it was amazing and it was great as usual. Thanks to the 4th and John podcast crew. You can check out their podcast. They're not just a tailgate crew. They also do podcasts. So you can check out their podcast on Facebook. On Facebook, that's where I see it. And next is the C6 tailgate. So this tailgate, it's another free tailgate party, and it's done by my friend Sean. And Sean is just an amazing person. Anybody can go to the tailgate, and he's always nice to everybody, and they always have a lot of different kind of food there, even some gourmet food. Uh, this time, for example, even though I did not eat there because I wasn't hungry, but I saw uh, fried pork belly meat, and I saw some kind of shaved Italian dry ham, and also Sean makes cheesesteak, chicken cheesesteak, burgers, all different kind of stuff there. And there was a barbecue grill on top of a truck. I think they were roasting a pig there. So a lot of people goes to this tailgate party too. But since they're nearby the fence on the Patterson side, so there isn't a whole lot of space because it is done on the asphalt. The parking lot. It's only like about one parking space on one side, and then two parking space on the other side where they do the party. So this one, the space, it's a little bit smaller, so it's more cramped. But they do have a lot of food and drinks. The Philly Sports Trips was there, sponsoring and promoting and providing with a bar with drinks and things like that. So yeah, I have to mention this. Jason Kelsey. Jason Kelsey showed up at the C6 tailgate, and I missed it because when I go to the tailgate party really early, I end up sitting there for 3-4 hours with absolutely nobody there and nothing going on while the organizer is still setting up the stuff. So I left my home at 3 p.m. to go to a tailgate for an 8 p.m. game. I thought it was the right timing. But Jason Kelsey was there at the C6 tailgate at between 2:30 and 3 p.m. right before I got there. Sean was telling me. So there were plenty of videos and pictures circulating on the social media of Jason Kelsey showed up at the C6 tailgate. So that was awesome. Even though I missed it, but it was still a big thing for the tailgate party that I go to. And when I got to this party, there was a lot of people there, and it was just so much going on, and I made some videos of all the craziness. And then I moved on to the Bird Gang tailgate. So remember, I told you they were using the parking lot directly in front of Wells Fargo Center for parking, and there was only one row of tailgate party along the fence line on the grassy area, along the fence line of the Patterson Avenue. So Bird Gang used to tailgate across from the 4th and John in the parking lot area. But since they were using the parking lot area for parking, so I found the Bird Gang tailgate party on the side. Anyways, I was able to find the Bird Gang tailgate in the tailgate lot that was between the Lincoln Financial Field and the Wells Fargo Center. And the guy Nelson that hosts the Bird Gang tailgate, he is amazing. He always had the hot dog grill, or it's like the ones that have a 7-Eleven set up on top of the bar, and then they also serve drinks there. And I saw some of the hookah bunks there. You know, the hookah smoke thing. I don't do that, so I don't know how it works, but you know, there's a tube coming out and people sit there and smoke hookah. So I saw that they had that there, but I don't know too much about it. And the most amazing thing of this tailgate is this guy goes there early, right, to set up the tailgate party. And it was like 5:30 a.m. and I saw him setting up and ready to tailgate on the Fox 29 Good Day. It's the morning show on the Fox 29 channel, TV channel. I saw him being interviewed because he was there so early setting up for his tailgate party. And also, the amazing thing about the Bird Gang is the bus. It says really big, Bird Gang on the top. And it is all authentic because it looks like they use some kind of tape to spell out Bird Gang, and then also all the other writings on his bus. It's a really nice bus, you know. I think they fixed it up, you know. They got the boards on the side where you can sign your, you know, names with a marker. So a lot of people signed the bus, including the guy from Fox 29. He signed on the side of the bus nearby the side view mirror. And all the writings on the bus, it's put on there with some kind of cottering tape. I don't know if you guys remember or not. A few years ago, the kids was buying duct tapes, and so duct tape made those colorful ones for them to make different patterns and posters and stuff. And also, kids was buying Elmer's glue and using the clothes washing detergent at home, making slime. Right, a few years ago, people was doing that. So his truck is like a work of art because he used the colorful duct tapes and spelling everything out. Bird Gang and Fly Eagles Fly on the side. It was just awesome. You know, I love it. And he stick to his art, you know, his original art, and that's what he does. He did not get the lettering done professionally and put on there. He just did his thing. So I love this guy and I love what he's doing. I always stop by his tailgate party, and you can too. You know, anybody can go, and everybody's welcome. And I think that's the way how Nelson likes it. So stop by. Maybe I'll see you there at the Bird Gang Tailgate party. And across from the Bird Gang Tailgate, there was a DJ playing the music, and there were some crazy people dancing there. There was this chick, and all the guys trying to dance with her, and she was there dancing crazy. So everybody else was trying to dance crazy with her. So all this excitement happens around the Bird Gang Tailgate. And guess what? I almost forgot. Philadelphia Eagles owner, Jeff Lurie, he walked through the tailgate right past the Bird Gang. And I took a picture with him right at where the Bird Gang tailgate was because I was there. So I was at 3 tailgate parties, and then I rode my scooter through the tailgate lot. I saw all other parties, and I saw all kinds of crazy stuff going on. People drinking, doing the cake stand, and people doing shots, shouting out the Eagles chant, and also the cornhole games and other like the ones you throw in the washer or the coin game. It was just a lot going on in the tailgate lot, and there was never a dull moment. That's why I love the tailgate parties, and I mean it. From the way I break it down and describe to you, you know I love it. So go out there on the Eagles home game day to tailgate in front of the Wells Fargo Center and around the Wells Fargo Center. Please check out the 4th and John, C6, and Bird Gang tailgate parties. Those are the best ones, and those people are the greatest. So at the tailgate, I got this beer can to show you guys. This is the new Bud Light Eagles beer can for this year. And also, I brought the ones from last year. So last year, Bud Light had their original, the blue Bud Light collar beer can for the Eagles. But this year, they changed it to the Eagles green collar. And also the back of it, it's a little bit different too. I just want to show you how things are different from last year to this year. So Bud Light did update the color of their Eagles beer can, even though the design is mainly about the same. And I got this Seattle City or Seattle Spiked Iced Tea. It's a brand iced tea. It's very popular in this area nowadays. I got a hat from the Philly Sports Trips bar. And I got a Toyota Eagles rally towel. And the Toyota sunglasses, amongst some other things. Toyota headband and the cell phone button from the Toyota tailgate zone. The only other tailgate party that I will go to, it's a paid tailgate party. It's the Green Legion's tailgate. It takes place at Xfinity Live and at the 11 Social, which is a venue that's halfway outside, and the bar is halfway indoor at Xfinity Live. And that's another great tailgate party. It costs about $75 plus tax. So nowadays it costs about $80 to go to this tailgate party. But they have a lot of drinks and beer and drinks, and they have a full buffet set up for food. So it's another great tailgate party. Uh, my friend Quimby, the owner of the tailgate, and the Philly, sports travel agency, they also do their Fox the Gambler radio show there live. So that's the only other tailgate party that I will go to. Other than that, I ride around like I said, I ride around the Wells Fargo Center's tailgate lot, and I check out other tailgate parties. I see what's going on, and so that's pretty much it. And then on Monday, the same night after the tailgate, of course, it's the Eagles game. So my friend and I, we went to a game watch party at the Ashburner Inn in Northeast Philadelphia. And this party is set up by Joe Picozzi. So Joe Picozzi is running for the election to the Pennsylvania State Senate, and he's a Republican, and he's running for the State Senate to represent District 5, which is the northeast part of Philadelphia. And he told us each one of the Eagles game, he's going to have a game watch party at different bars and restaurants in Northeast Philadelphia, in his, the district he's hoping to be elected as the state senate. And the game watch party is fun, just like any other game watch party. And you go there, and for this one, he had ordered the wings and pizza there, and also because there wasn't a lot of people there, so he said we could order whatever food we want. But I love wings and pizza, so I just ate the wings and pizza and some tater tots. But all this game, Eagles game watch party by Joe Picozzi, it's a campaign event. So the campaign pays for the food and drinks. It's free. Joe is really nice, but I wouldn't like take advantage of it either and trying to make him pay for everything. But he had the food out there, and I like the food. I ate some food, and he said he's doing this for each one of the Eagles game, at different locations. So just look out for his campaign Facebook page or website for Joe Picozzi, Piccozzi. He has some Eagle stuff made up. He has this nice Eagle schedule, magnet, wristband, Joe Picozzi for State Senate, and this sign, cheer card. So he did have some giveaways there. and he always tries. So in November, if you live in Northeast Philadelphia, vote for Joe Picosi for state senate. Tuesday, September 17th, I went to the Brandon Graham show once again at Chicken and Pete's. And as usual, Brandon Graham's on the WIP radio show with Howard Askins, and they talk about the Eagles game. And as we know, on the Monday night game, Eagles lost. So there isn't a whole lot to talk about. But the radio show is good with Brandon Graham. And also, he did take care of all of his fans. You know, at the end of the show, they don't do the autographs and pictures during the show anymore because the radio station set up a camera there. They're doing the show live on YouTube now, and they don't want the people walking from the camera and stuff like that. So Brandon Graham, for 2 weeks straight, he did stay there at the end of the show, and he made sure he took care of all his fans, signing autographs, taking picture with them, and he talks to them. So it was great. Let me show you. So I finally had Brandon Graham to sign this Birch Takes Brazil cheer card. And also this nice picture of Brandon Graham in the new Eagles Kelly Green jersey and helmet picture. It's kind of hard to see the autograph, but it's there. So Brandon Graham did stay and signed the autograph for everybody, and he was nice to all his fans. So I'm going to go back there again next week. So that's all the events took place this week. The tailgate parties are the highlights of the week, and those are my favorite. So now for the upcoming events. Every Monday, Brandon Graham Show and the Players Lounge. The Players Lounge, it's a WIP radio show, and it's going to start on September 30th. Usually they have a few of the current Eagles players, and they rotate every week to be on the show. But the Brandon Graham Show, it's always Brandon Graham. Every Monday, 6 p.m. Brandon Graham Show, 7 p.m. Players Lounge at Chicky and Pete in South Philly. That's where you can meet the players and get an autograph and take a picture with them. And also every Monday, it's the All-Pro Philly Players Show on Fox Sports The Gambler. And this show takes place at Chicky and Pete's in Marlton, New Jersey. And usually they will have Eagles player Britt Covey there. And if Britt Covey, if they can get another current player other than Britt Covey, and then they will put the other player on, but usually it's going to be Britt Covey. And also every Monday is the WBCB Monday Night Kickoff Show. And Tuesday, it's the WBCB Radio Pro Football Report with the voice of the Philadelphia Eagles, Merle Reese. So these two shows, they could feature a current or an alumni Eagles player on each one of the show. You just have to look up for the information on WBCB's website on the internet, and to see who's going to be there. And if you're interested, find out the location of the show, because the show takes place at different places, different bars and restaurants in this area. And then you can go and meet the players and get an autograph. And the Bud Light Thursday night kickoff, which is an event, it takes place every Thursday night. It is the radio station event. This is the WMMR, the rock and roll music radio station, and they're doing this with Bud Light every Thursday night. It's always at 7 to 9 p.m. and always give away Eagles tickets, courtesy of Bud Light. So this event, you have to look up on the WMMR radio station's event website, and it tells you where the location is for each week, each Thursday night. It's taking place at a different location, but they always give away a pair of Eagles tickets to the upcoming Eagles game. And Toyota Tailgate Zone is back in the E parking lot of the Wells Fargo Center before each home game. So that's the tailgate, the Toyota Tailgate Zone. You know, the one I went and I show you, you know, the radio station, and Toyota was there giving away free stuff. So this one, it's a small tailgate party, or you can call it Tailgate Zone. You know, I'm sure later on they'll set up all the blown up games, you know, for the kids and stuff like that. It's on the site of Wells Fargo Center. And on Saturday, September 28th, it's the big event. It's the 97.5, the Fanatic Radio's Fan Fest by FanDuel Sports. And for this event, this is a must-go event. You know, all the Philly sports fans are going to be there, and they're going to have the Philly sports mascot and the ball players. A lot of things to see, a lot of things to do. A lot of vendors going to be there giving away free stuff. This is a must-go event. It is a free event. However, you have to get it. You have to have a ticket. So get your ticket. Get your tickets online at the radio station 97.5, the Fanatic website under events, and look out for the Fan Fest. And click on it, and then find out the date for the ticket raid. And you can get the tickets from the ticket rates. It's just like buying the tickets, but you have to know what day and the time to go on that website to get the tickets. So that's all the events and the upcoming events for this week. And the football season is here, and there's so much going on. And you can see I'm all excited, even though I'm not tailgating today, but I'm in front of Lincoln Financial Field to film my show. So good luck to the Philadelphia Eagles. Hopefully they win the game this week. And there's going to be a lot of tailgate parties and game watch parties. And you never know who you're going to run into, and you don't know what's going to happen. And that's what all the excitement is about. And the Phillies are playing good this year. We're definitely going to have a red October. So let's go Phillies, and let's go Birds. Eagles. Eagles. Let's go Birds.